Another thing that you'll want to set up during the trial of SI are your labor rates per phase. So to do that, go to Start, Setup, Control Panel, and double-click on Phases. This is the default list of phases: roughen, trim, finish, and programming. When you download products from the DTools library to start building your catalog, every item is going to be assigned either roughen, trim, or finish. They will also be assigned a number of hours, so that way when you add the product to a project, the labor is calculating automatically for you based on the rate you set here times the number of hours. And that is one method for charging labor inside of SI. So I will very quickly just set the base labor for each one of these phases. Don't worry about the other fields here. You can read up on those if you're interested in them, but for the purpose of getting set up and started, get a base in here. And this is your cost per hour for the roughen phase, and then your selling price per hour for the roughen phase. In this case, I'm using an example of 50 and 100. You would then go set your rates for trim, finish, and programming. A quick shortcut, if you charge the same rates for any phases, is to copy the values from that phase. So in this case, I've got trim highlighted over here, and I'm going to copy the values from roughen. I'll do the same for finish. And then programming is going to be a different rate. So this might be 75 an hour and a selling price of 125. When you're done setting your phase rates, go ahead and save this. Another method for charging labor in SI is to use labor items, and that's what we'll do for programming. When you do download products from SI, they will be assigned a phase and a number of hours. It'll be roughen, trim, or finish. If those devices also need programming, that's when you're going to want to create programming line items. So you do that as part of your catalog. So we'll go to Start, Catalog, Manage Labor. That will take us out to the Labor Explorer. Click New. And we're going to have to enter at least a manufacturer and a model here. There's only one category by default here, which will be labor. But we'll need a manufacturer here, so you can use your own company name for this, and you're likely going to be the one providing the labor. So I will just use an abbreviation for company. And the model number can be programming. If you wish to write a description, you certainly can for this product. And then you'll want to set the price for this. Now, labor items can be fixed, which will not track hours. If you check this option here, you'll just enter a cost and a price, and that will be able to be added to a project. Once this is added to a project, it can definitely be adjusted. Or you could go the variable method on this, and that does track hours here, and you'll either type in a cost per hour here and a price per hour, or if you'd like to, you can pull the cost and price from a phase. In this example for programming, we do have a programming phase, and it does have labor rates associated with it from the previous step, so we could certainly use the cost and price from that phase. Now, if you don't have a particular phase for a labor item, that's okay. You can always just type in a cost and price. Other examples of labor items that you might create might be for management or for design, any other labor value that you would like to add to a project. In our example, we'll go back to this radio button, choose Save and Close, and we've created a labor item that we'll be able to use within projects.